Hi Capricorn-Aquarius. Welcome into your 2025 yearly forecast tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses on YouTube. My name is Gabrielle. For any of you guys new here, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back, y'all. Happy to have everyone tuned in here whenever this message finds you. It is for you, okay? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so I can pick up on your energy in future readings if you haven't already, and be ready to leave a comment down below with what resonates, okay? There will be an extended for this reading. It will be over on Patreon. You can join Patreon or YouTube, both membership platforms and services for you guys. Linked in the description box below for bonus content and exclusive perks, okay? All right, let's get into it. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit. What's coming in 2025 for Capricorn Aquarius? Observation, influence. Okay, mind the company you keep, Capricorn Aquarius. Okay. You don't have to do what everybody's doing around you. And then memory. Interesting. Okay, so 34 or 7 could be significant. Or July could be a very significant time of 2025. 25 in and of itself. That could be a birthday. You might be turning 25 next year. Or again, another 7. Okay, so definitely something about July. And then 29 breaking down into an 11 or November. Some of you are gonna, and I know this, we're jumping right on in with the spirit, with the heavy spirit energy, but some of you are gonna unlock an ancestral memory next year through the influence of something else. So this is almost like karma, a karmic habit. Be mindful of karmic habits. You might not even know a habit that you have is karmic in some way. Again, I think some of you have some past life energy that you'll be integrating next year. And you need to kind of observe it or pay close attention to what you might be connected to, what you might be utilizing, or what could have like a heavy influence over you, over your memory. Something could even be blocking out your memory, whether this is like drinking, smoking, whatever substance, food, overeating, poor sleep habits. Like something is having like a toxic influence on your memory or blotting out your memory. Don't drink from nobody, Capricorn Aquarius, okay? Next year, I know that's a big broad statement to say, but try not to. Because I don't know if somebody's trying to watch you to see how you behave under a particular influence. Or someone could be waiting to see what you react to. I don't like that. I don't like that energy, Capricorn Aquarius. Please be mindful again of the company that you keep. Because someone could have a very like ill intention towards you. Wanting to influence you to forget something, or again, something about memory. Whether you don't even know or you don't remember. Like I just heard blackout drunk. Lord have mercy. Okay. Ghosts, and look what's at the bottom. Ghosts. Ghosts of the past. Okay, so there could be some really deep integration, soul work that you might be doing in 2025, Capricorn Aquarius. Like maybe a little bit of a dark night of the soul. Because there could be memories that you've been trying to forget through substance abuse in some way, shape, or form. And this is not a space of judgment. We all have our addictions. We all have our things to try to cope, okay? But I think this is a year where you face it. This is the year that you take it head on. You finally understand, or you're finally willing to admit the level of influence that some sort of behavior or habit has over you, and what you're running from is the memory of something. Ghosts of the past. It's like the ghosts are coming out of the closet. Might feel haunted by something that you've been trying to forget. Or something. This is a little heavy. But hey, everybody has to go through it, yeah? Okay. Let's read these from the book. Let's learn a little bit more about it, all right? 34. 34 in observation says, the crow watches the spider, intrigued by how it catches its meals. The crow could simply pluck that spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. So this is a year to listen. Don't get swept up in all the chatter. Really, really pay, I want to say, deep and close attention here. Deep and close attention. So you could be dealing with someone or connected to someone who struggles with toxic influences. Or you might discover somebody has some sort of toxic influence or addiction in their life or something like that. Like, and again, to hold back from reacting. Oh, you know what, Capricorn-Aquarius? This could be somebody struggling with something, okay? Real life struggling with something. And Spirit wants you to remember when you've struggled. So try not to judge this person. Try not to make them feel, I almost want to say, guilty for whatever it is that they're struggling with, because you once struggled too. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like Spirit has you at a certain viewpoint so that you can help others see. This feels close and personal, maybe like a sibling, a parent, maybe a lover, a friend, somebody you care about. Some of you could also be making a decision to step away from toxic influences because of its effects. Like, you could be watching an elderly person, someone you care for, someone elderly who maybe had a lot of toxic influences in their life, kind of struggle or suffer from something here. Yeah, some of you, this is about turning a corner, taking on a new direction. Like, you were headed down one path and you need to start headed down another. Like, if you continue to abuse this influence, because maybe this is something that you share in common, I don't know, maybe you don't even recollect it or kind of connect. Something about recollection, something is like was suppressed in the memory. This could even be you dealing with somebody, if this isn't you, who, like, again, blackout drunk, gets blackout drunk and doesn't remember the damage that they do, the harm that they do. So it's like somebody's battling something here. And you're in a position, in a place to observe, where, like, you could maybe save this person, but you're not meant to. This is something that someone has to go through. So stay out. I mean, like the book said, you might want to stay out of it. Okay, Capricorn-Aquarius? I don't know. That's a little heavy. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's talk about influence. All right, it says, like impressionable teenagers, crows pick up on our habits, even the bad ones. Crows have been known to get drunk as well as smoke. Are you letting someone influence your behavior? Is there a loss of control when influence is at play? A more dominant personality may make you feel inclined to engage in a risky behavior you would otherwise avoid. On the flip side, you may find someone strong and healthy to be inspirational, and because of their influence, you too feel motivated to make positive changes. That could be it for some of you guys. Influence brings to your awareness the decision that you may not have made if it weren't for an outside force leading the way. Like a Pied Piper leading the way with intoxicating music, you may be caught in another's spell. Oh boy. That's what I was saying. Don't drink it from people, eating from people. Careful with that, Capricorn-Aquarius, okay? A situation, whether it be current, from the past, or in the near future, may be the result of someone's charm or talent at swaying people. When influence appears, consider taking a moment to examine if you have been swayed into making a decision that you might not have made if the situation were different. For example, a salesperson may influence your decision to buy something you can't afford if they know the right way to manipulate you. Interesting. So a lot of manipulation happening in 2025, okay? This might be the year where you really kind of detox. And maybe through a detox in 2025, you regain some sort of knowledge or memory. Again, I keep hearing the word recollection of something. Or there's some sort of past life situation or past life connection where you maybe had this same struggle in a past life and you kind of merge timelines once you overcome it. So there's fragments of you. That's interesting. There's fragments of you. Something fragmented you. And it's time to call your power back. Yeah, this is calling your power back. This is a year of calling your power back. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's look at 29 and memory. It says, crows never forget a friend or a foe. Never forget past life, okay? In a changing populated landscape, these remarkable birds recognize the faces of those who have hurt as well as helped. When crows spot a predator or known human who has been less than kind, they go into a frenzy, calling out to all that danger is near. They spread the word about the good stuff too, such as people who tend to share their lunch or places where food is often discarded. What is remarkable is they also pass down the memory of their experience to their young. As complex as these birds are, forgiveness does not seem too likely. Memory asks you to examine areas where you may be letting a past hurt or situation impact how you engage with someone today. Are you cautious or holding a grudge? Do you expect others to behave in a certain way because of past behavior? Okay, so be mindful of the standards that you're holding other people to. Make sure you're living by that standard, okay? If you're going to assert that externally, make sure it's a law internally. But again, something about a past life. If you might have, you know what? Ghosts, you might have a lot of deja vu in 2025, Capricorn Aquarius. Like to the point where it could bug you out a little bit. To the point where it could bug you out a little bit. Like, dang, you feel it. You're going to feel it. I've been here before. I've done this before. It's something comes back online that you've forgotten up to this point. This could also be like a hermit year. Isn't the hermit the number 7? Yeah, you got 2 7s here. And I think 11 is justice, right? Don't quote me on that. I don't know why I'm blanking. I should know. But I think 11 is justice in the major arcana. So this is a year where you have the opportunity to balance out your karma. Okay? You have an opportunity to balance your karma here. Which is a gift. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. All right, let's talk about what will Capricorn Aquarius need to pay close attention to. Okay, the Five of Wands, Death, and the Ten of Swords with the Eight of Coins. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right. Five of Wands with Death and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So what I'll say is you either have a lot of conflict around you, or this might be a year where a lot of conflicts arise in your relationships and your partnerships, in your environment in general. And that's all signs that there's a major shift and a major change happening, and that you might be the center of it, Capricorn Aquarius. Or that you need to adopt that same death and rebirth and change and shift that's happening. So it's like something externally, Spirit is like allowing you to look at it, allowing you to be close to it so that you can learn how to do that internally. Okay? Could be dealing or have something to do with a Gemini with the Ten of Swords. All the challenge, all the conflict that you might come up against in 2025, Capricorn Aquarius, is to help shift your mindset, is to help break you free from these influences so that it's almost like memories coming through as like knowledge of who you are. It's like there's a part of you that's forgotten, a fragment of you that's missing that you're going to reconnect with in 2025. Yeah, somebody or you yourself or something around you is going to go through a death and rebirth process. The Four of Wands, somebody close to you. This could even be a lover, someone you're in a relationship with or have a contract with, or in partnership with in some way, shape, or form. This could even be you, like let's say this is a marriage partner, someone that you've been with for a very long time. You could be picking up on their habits. It doesn't even have to be a long time. It could be a short amount of time, but you're starting to pick up on someone's bad habits, Capricorn Aquarius, and there's a need to cut yourself off from that or shift the influence rather than the toxicity influencing. Try to implement or integrate healthier, positive changes. Yeah, so it's almost like you're meant to maybe be a positive influence, but you're absorbing a lot of negative influences right now. And I don't know that you're fully aware of that. Or have something about like that kind of dynamic in the Four of Wands that you're a part of. Okay, what is this influence? The Queen of Cups. Somebody, it could definitely be drinking. Or you know what? It doesn't necessarily even have to be a substance. It could be a habit, like a way of thinking or approaching something. A way of loving, a way of communicating, a way of being that needs to shift and change for you. So this might be a year where you learn you can't be as kind-hearted to everybody as you want to. And I know that maybe sucks for me to even say it like that, but for real, like sometimes people don't deserve that from you. Or sometimes people watch, so I'm trying to tell you, there's something about eyes being on you, Capricorn Aquarius. Somebody has like studied you to see where you might be weak or vulnerable. And I am getting it in that way because like the book said, that crow could pick that spider out of that web, but it chooses not to. It's choosing to learn something. So I don't know if you are like leading by example, okay, or somebody's been watching you to kind of pick you apart in some way, or try to figure out what your influences are, how they can influence you. So again, just be mindful of the company you keep. There might be a lot of social or peer pressure that's happening in 2025. depending on your age. Clarify the Queen of Cups for this influence. The Six of Cups. Yeah, I was literally about to say this could be like a lineage thing, and the Six of Cups definitely confirms that. So there is this kind of nostalgia to this influence. So this wouldn't be the first lifetime. If you believe in multiple lifetimes, this wouldn't be the first lifetime that you've battled through this. And that's why it's ghost. It's like something returning from the past. And this is like past. Something in the soul has forgotten and needs to remember. Clarify the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups for this influence. Thank you so much, Divine. Fool, right. Whatever that influence, it makes somebody foolish. It kind of lowers someone's inhibitions, or like heightens someone's ability to take risk in a way that would be detrimental. Risky behavior. Somebody gets risky. Some of y'all, it is alcohol. Okay, so, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. You're grown, you do what you want to do, but that might come to a point in 2025 if you struggle with that, or you would know if I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm not going to harp on you, but you just want to be mindful, okay? Because it's almost like somebody could learn the hard way, or has learned the hard way about their toxic influences, like, because it could have caught you up in something or caught someone else up in something. Like a poor decision that was made under the influence that, is a repeated karmic cycle. Somebody maybe is at risk, or you could be, Capricorn-Aquarius, at risk of repeating a past life karmic cycle due to some sort of toxic influence. So it almost feels like if this hasn't happened yet, or you haven't really stepped into the awareness that that's what's happening, there will be signs and synchronicities that are going to come that are going to confirm that for you. Okay? Others of you, maybe the poor decision was already made, and it's just kind of reconciling that within your own soul throughout 2025. Okay, what's the energy between influence and memory? Thank you. Ace of Swords in reverse. Hold on, let me make sure my deck was upside down. I'm sorry, let me redo that. But that's what I mean. Whatever the influence, it might not allow for a lot of clarity, or like somebody doesn't get clear-minded, or Ace of Swords in reverse could confirm for me, thank you, Spirit, that you might not be in the awareness that this is a toxic influence just yet. So you might be listening like, no, I don't have any toxic influences. It'll be revealed to you what is that influence, okay? Because it might not be what you're thinking. Again, for some of you, it's not substance. It could be a behavior pattern. It could be a thought pattern. It could be a belief system, okay? What's the energy between influence and memory? Thank you. The Three of Wands, right. Okay. I think this is Spirit saying you have so much to look forward to, Capricorn-Aquarius. There's so much beyond this influence that has a bit of a grip or a hold on you. I think there's a need to remember that there's more to life, especially if this is, let's just say you've been in a bit of like depression, or like some sort of circumstance or happening, occurrence, experience you've gone through has put you in a position to kind of cope or lean on something, okay? To try to blot out that memory. If you can find the courage, the Three of Wands, be brave enough to face it, cry what you need to cry out, be angry what you need to be angry about, like let all those emotions move through you. Don't just try to numb out, okay? Then you'll kind of come back into a higher level of awareness that, again, yes, tragedy happens. Yes, sucky things occur, right? Like, it happens to everybody. And I know that might not make it better, but there's life beyond the happening. Like, there is more to live for. Some of you could have really, or might really meet a really low point, okay, in 2025. So there's a need to remember that there's more to live for. Okay, so if you can cultivate your optimism, maybe even get started on that now. If you feel like you kind of struggle in that area, really try to reinforce that so that whenever this kind of dark shadow night moment shows up, you'll have the tools, okay? Yeah, you got the 6 of coins. So this is about karma. Your karma is balancing out with this particular cycle of influence, whatever has this influence on you. And the Ace of Swords upright. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you are stepping into a higher level of consciousness. So there are forgotten memories. And we all come here forgetting purpose, forgetting meaning with that amnesia, right? Until we experience what we need to experience to step into that awareness. And I think that's what this year is for you. You are going to experience some things. They're going to push you into a higher level of awareness, a higher level of consciousness with that Ace of Swords around maybe even life in general. Like, it might be that heavy, okay, where you might have to kind of detach from some sort of attachment to the 3D world and recognize yourself as a spirit having a human experience, okay? Maybe some of you could even benefit from like a past life regression if you've never done one, or if you have, you might want to do another. Only, again, if you do that, you do that. If you don't feel pressure to. If you've been thinking about it, might be a good idea, okay? Clarify the 6 of coins. What's this? The 9 of Cups, exactly. That there's still wishes to be fulfilled here. Like, there's still so much to experience and live for. Some of you might even be at a point in 2025 where you feel like your life is over. And it's not. It's not. It's just you're moving in a new direction. I get that spirit is trying to break this influence off of you or away from you or pull it up out of you, uproot it from you. So maybe getting into your root chakra could really help as well. Yeah, you got the Empress. It's all being done out of love, Capricorn-Aquarius. There's something that you just got to remember about that. It's all love. All of it. And it might be hard to see it like that. It might be hard to connect with it like that in the moment, in the midst of the chaos, but it is. You'll get there. You'll see it for the love that it is, okay? Clarify the 4 of Wands for the energy between observation and influence here, Spirit. Thank you. The Sun. Come on. Could be dealing with a Leo, okay? Virgo. Page of Coins. A child could be involved or significant. Oh, you might be noticing this within your own child. Didn't it say that? The crows pass down the memory of the faces and places that are good and bad to their young. You might be recognizing some sort of toxic influence in your life because you're seeing it in your child's life or in a child's life. It might not even be your own. It could be a niece. It could be a nephew. It could be, you know, a goddaughter, godson, whomever. Maybe you're a teacher. It could be even the kids that you teach, like the children around. There's something here about children, if they're not your own, okay, in your community. But for some of you, it is your own child. You might start to see that toxic influence start sprout up, or they're leaning towards it. Ooh, yeah, some of you, oh, this is heavy. And my heart goes out to you if you are experiencing that, because you could have like a sibling or a friend or, again, a child that struggles with addiction or substance abuse in some way. And it's to the point where, as much as you maybe want to pluck them out of the web that they've spun for themselves, this is something that they're going to have to memory. Yeah, they're going to have to experience so that they can pass down I just heard the memory of triumph. So this is something that they will overcome. Okay, so keep your faith strong here, Capricorn Aquarius. If that's a timeline that you're on, keep your prayers up, okay? Pray for this person. If it's you, I'm praying for you, okay? Because addiction ain't no joke. It really ain't. But there is a way out. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to be brave enough to go through those dark moments, okay? And maybe it could be like in tandem. If this is you and a child, it could be in tandem that you're breaking this past life cycle together. So maybe in a past life, you were maybe more of an enabler. Maybe the shoe was on the other foot. Your child was your parent. If, again, only if you believe in that. You don't have to, but I definitely do. So I'm getting the message in that way. So the roles could have been reversed at one point. And so now you're both back in this cycle to try to break each other free. So where it's like someone should not enable, and I know that sounds really harsh, like to not try to save somebody, but truly when you're dealing with someone who battles or struggles with addiction or strong influences like that, they have to want, 3 of Wands, they have to desire a way out. They have to want to stop. Otherwise, you're pouring an effort for something that they're just going to continue to do. They have to want it for themselves, first and foremost. Okay? Clarify the 3 of Wands. Thank you. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. I think all you can do, again, is pray. If this is not you, maybe even pray for yourself for sure if it is. This is almost maybe going to put you in a position to have to give some tough love. If this is you being the parent and this is a child that's going through this, or a friend or a family member, whomever, you might have to be the Queen of Swords in the situation and just speak truth to them. Not enable, not condone anything, but just cut them with the truth. And not violently, but of course, just because it does feel like this influence maybe puts some, I heard erratic behavior. It creates erratic behavior. So you might just have to gently call them out on it. Maybe this is going to be rough for you too, because I feel like you really care for this person, again, with the 4 of Wands. This could even be somebody, again, a part of your soul tribe. Someone, again, you really feel connected to, but you got to be a mirror. I feel like you have to be the voice of reason regardless of what you feel for them. Okay? All right. We're going to dig into this a little deeper over on Patreon. We're going to pull some more oracles, some more tarot from 2 different decks. And then we're going to get some meditation and journaling prompts for you for the year. Like, what do you need to kind of consider, think of before we get into 2025, so that you can be set up in an alignment for all that you're meant to go through and experience for your own growth and development, Capricorn Aquarius, okay? I know this was a heavy one, but let me know if any of that resonates, okay? Again, I am sending you a lot of love, big hugs if this is you, okay? Again, remember, there is wish fulfillment on the other side of this toxic influence, okay? You just gotta want to get there. I'll be praying for y'all, Capricorn Aquarius, for those of you that resonate with that timeline, and I hope to see you all in our next one, all right? Love you lots. Namaste.